Welcome back, everyone, to. Actually, I don't remember this. I'm going to assume this is session 3.
Yes, session three.
I wonder why I don't remember. It's probably because the Watchers observers have been going on and about in other people's campaigns. I'm going to assume, or just on a whim, say this is Watchers observers, session 3. Hopefully, I'm correct. And this is going to take or happen after the bunny and Dominic come back from the inn. Obviously, Fenrir is still out in the Outlands, and Khano stayed here for the time being. So, I'm going to ask for a recap before we start our session. What happened last time?
Me recap. Last time, um, what's Osara's name again?
Jopay.
Jopay. Yeah, Jopay. Jopay went ahead to the north. Jopay went ahead to the area where he was supposed to like protect a certain part of the area. So like anyone who comes near that area won't go near it. And then as he was exploring, he saw a portal with he saw a portal with like a person, waiting at the other end of the portal, and then a he saw that person throw a rock at the other person at the other side of the portal, and then that person went through the portal, and then Jopai followed the person through the portal, and then that's where he heard the festivities of the Emerald Fiesta and decided to follow the party to the Emerald Fiesta. There he saw um he saw five more people that just seems to just met each other on the Emerald Fiesta. He's not sure, but he was trying to like get some info about it. But before he goes in, um he tried to disguise himself as a Yuan-Ti named Leviathan, and then tried to um participate in the festivities of Emerald Fiesta. And then for some unknown reason, while he is um doing his arm wrestling games, he suddenly accidentally got charmed by a very slender, a very petite, a very hot, a very charming Yuan-Ti. And then um he tried to communicate to the Lord Watcher what he was feeling, because for him it was weird. He told the Lord Watcher that he's always the one who charms people, not the other way around. And Lord Watcher told him that treat it as your vacation and just go with the flow, I guess. And then on the other hand, Fenrir, tama ba? Um, went to the Badlands, Hotlands, Badlands, went to the place with lands, and tried to talk with Terry, the skeleton, to hire to hire people to hunt for a bullet. Bullet? Is it a monster? Okay.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Yeah, it's a monster. Tried to hire people to hunt a monster for ridiculous amounts of money, but it seems like Fenrir is quite confused on how to do the dealings. So Terry the skeleton almost killed him. However, Terry the skeleton was gracious enough to accept the the bounty for 1000 gold. And yeah, I think that's it.
Anyone else want to do a recap? Any other details Saint may have missed? No?
The haggling skills of that person, yes. The 10 gold.
10 to 10,000.
That's the only thing comes up in my mind.
There's a lot of twists and turns to that moment. You guys soon will realize that.
It was actually Wallace.
Anyway, as the day goes on by, it takes. Well, it's been a slow day actually. It is just right around the time that the bunny and Dominic was in Golden Glory. It was roughly around 8, 9 a.m. By the time they get back, it's roughly 10 in the morning. And as you come back, you are free to roam as of the moment. Where do you want to go? At least the three of you. Because the other two is already out there.
No special. There's nothing that Watcher wants me to do.
You've already done the Watcher's bidding for the first half. Second half is up to you if you can. If you're gonna be there. If you still
Gonna
remember the second half.
wait. I need to be there.
Yeah, you need to observe the Death Dweller on what it's doing. That's the second half.
You should
I
check it out, buddy.
yeah, I believe in that guy. He's a fellow beast.
It's official, please.
I'll stay in this form until as I want to provide my true skin.
Sure
If
thing.
I remember. If I want to revert back, I need to roll a history check.
Anyhow, so you wanna continue your half of the mission now?
Continue mo na.
I believe in that.
Hmm?
I would rather kill than observe.
If you observe, then you get to decide whether or not you get to kill. That's why you observe first.
I
If the
agree.
if the Death Dweller fails, then it's up to you to finish the job, right?
Now you're giving me second thoughts. Okay.
Puntahan mo na.
I'm reminding you your mission.
Alright, alright, I go, I'll go.
Yay! Woo!
Okay, the bunny hops to it. You're still in your bunny form.
And then I slide into the walls.
Yep, you slide into the walls. As you continue to travel. By the way, to emphasize the place where Dominic's initial area was, the city of Damavin is here. This was where the initial shop was. Where this is where
Oh,
Chachki was,
and
and
then
Chachki was moved right here in this area.
oh, okay.
That's
I'm looking
why.
at the northern side of the map. Is it that Snow Wise?
No, it's not. Go to the center. Look at the center of the map.
Where
Yeah, I know.
where was our previous game was set? Nung si Trixie pa ako.
Trixie.
Yeah, nung fairy ako. Last time. Matagal na panahon na. Yung doon ko nakilala, yung doon ko nakilala sila sila Hunt, yung Lord of the Hunt at saka yung Bear. Yung assistant ako ng witch, ng forest witch.
You're playing with Puka, is that right?
Yeah, Puka and Angie.
Puka and Angie. I think it's here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Island of Engatsura.
Oh yeah, okay. Gets. Oh wow. Been a while.
So, the Chachki moved from the city of Damivan to a small village here, a small watering village. They have river paths leading to multiple places, as you can see. Same paths that will lead you to this area. This is where Richton delivers stuff by boat to northward. Just to give you a perspective, this is where the sighting of the artifact is. This is the docks where the bullet is supposed to be placed, where the meeting place for the spy and the bandits would be, and the bandits are somewhat around here in this area
Mm-hmm.
by along the path. The portal that has the shambling mound and the skeleton is right here.
Okay. So that's where Jopay is.
No, Jopay because Jopay is currently in the Emerald Fiesta. Jopay is just yonder over here.
Mm. Work.
Now, if you're gonna ask, where is the Northward's capital? Northward's capital is here. This is where a lot of the majority of the population is. This is where a lot of the monsters congregate as well, because they are really close to Felias. And everything in here looks and feels to be like normal, with the occasional monstrosities acting like animals.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then you see how this small area is very uh, first plains and then mountainous.
Uh-huh.
This is a small place, kind of a starting point around between Northward, Richton, and Badlands. There's like a central area. The three travel to besides this place. That being said, Wallace travels to here and hitches a ride on one of the ships. Ships leading to northward, and that ship boards on it a blue dragonborn, a blue Kalash star, a blue, if I recall correctly, a blue undead, a pale undead, and a homeless man, along with a captain. And I'm describing reckless and righteous.
Oh.
Okay.
In the
Work.
recap of what has happened in Reckless and Righteous, the Death Dweller did board their ship, tried to take down, and because the Death Dweller is a dragon hunter or a dragon slayer, it tries to take the ship down due to, besides the mission of stop people from getting to northward, because there's a dragon on board, the Blue Dragonborn. And the Death Dweller failed because the Blue Dragonborn is nobility, royalty. Not because the nobility is strong, but because the nobility still had connections to the higher power, and the Death Dweller was obliterated.
Oh, it died. Bunny,
It died?
Yeah.
bunny, it died. Gotta do something.
So as they finally dock, you also dock with them on northward on the shores and the docks, and they board off. You hide in the shadows. You receive an order.
Order.
You are to follow suit, this entire group, until they have settled in and prepare to fight them whenever the signal is ready.
I'm gonna kill how many people?
The number of deaths is up to you.
I know. What I meant was how many people that I have in this vessel.
And the vessels, roughly six.
Ah, manageable, manageable.
So you're tasked to follow them for a bit. And until the signal is given, you are to begin to attack.
Understood, understood.
So most of the conversation between this party is uh, asking about who's relative, due to the one of them being a variant human sorcerer that is a dragon draconic soul sorcerer, and the other one is also a dragonborn, so they thought they're related. Other than that, they were mostly asking about the Death Dweller and pretty much just a lot of nonsense. Moving over to Jopay's place in the Emerald Fiesta, it has been I'd say the amount of time it took for Wallace and Jopay to be hanging about, or at least Wallace to reach the location, and Jopay still under the effects. It's now currently midday, and as it is high noon, everyone is grabbing their meals and eating. Most of the Emerald Fiesta is celebrating. If I recall correctly, what happened in One Hunt campaign is that we skipped the time to assume that everyone has are celebrating and are like mostly doing games, and you all have respectively done games in there back then.
Yes.
So Leviathan is just hanging around with Opium while everyone was playing games, and Leviathan is just watching Anthrax,
Mm-hmm.
which if Jopai is currently masking as Leviathan, Jopai, you have just been observing this entire time, taking in information about this group.
Yes.
So far, what you know is that there seems to be a warlock with very high luck in the party, a very uh, brutal and aggressive patchwork looking person, a a mythical creature of sorts that this entire time has been asleep, and even though you can visibly and obviously see that one of them is kind of trying to steal stuff and failing, you decide not to rat on them because, well, what's the point? And and the other one, somehow they have also, besides the warlock being a cat, there's also a much bigger, taller cat person who somehow won the drinking game against a Goliath, a much larger person. There's not much information. You could probably guess their classes, but since you're also the same player controlling one of the characters in there before you already know. the same information. Now, one of them is a bard, one of them is a warlock, one of them is a cleric.
One of them is a monk.
Yeah, the other is a monk, and the other is obviously a rogue.
Right now, Dominic is just happy that the team, the adventuring party that he just met is eating because when they eat, due to the rings that Dominic gave them, um all their life energy gets transferred to him. Therefore, Dominic has more life, and while they're eating, they get more energy, and more energy gets transferred to Dominic. And um, I think Dominic was kind of like still quite careful around them yesterday, because he is kind of observing eye cancer, because he doesn't want eye cancer to do another blood magic with her diary. So he was planning that if ever eye cancer pulls out her diary again, Dominic might have to sneakily steal that diary and destroy it for good. And right now it's high noon. Apparently, Dominic, being a Vimpling, can't really go out as much because of the sun. But he has his trusty umbrella. It's quite safe there. Mm, I think he's just going to report back to to the Watcher about the situation with the hag and the other entity with the eyes. And then he'll also he'll also tell to the Watcher that the previous adventurers has just successfully summoned the Lord of the Hunt and the Lord of the Fae. But it seems like they haven't found out anything yet. Like the adventuring party, they're not yet aware uh of the key and anything about the plans yet. So it seems like there's still not yet a threat. It's just that the dark entities with eye cancer is quite disturbing.
The Watcher changes your directive temporarily. The thing that will have to happen is, yes, you can still keep yourself being a merchant, but you have to keep a close eye on this group. Specifically, why is because there are so many, for some awfully cruel reason, so many awfully, awfully very rare instances happening frequently around them. Rare instances being that they are somehow able to conjure up and cause higher beings to appear out of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
for no apparent reason. Not a prayer, no sacrifice whatsoever, just by pure coincidence and luck that they somehow got the attention of these higher beings.
Yeah.
Second is, as per your trading routes and the interactions that you will have to do for keeping up the tchotchke, you can, as you did hint at it a long time ago, you can always bring tchotchke around with you.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's just makes it better. So much better. So I can just literally pick up shop and go to another place.
Yep, pick up shop and go to another place. You can always bring tchotchke with you if ever the inconvenience arises that they move to a different place whatsoever. But Yeah, the directive of selling to new adventurers and whatnot, getting a listen to what they're doing, and also obviously for your own stuff, selling the items and whatever may be needed to fund whatever the Watcher and all of your operations are doing. You now have to get a close eye on that group because of the odd nature that they have of just coincidentally, oh, I have summoned a higher being all of a sudden
I
in the
just ate
span
a
of like a
leg.
few
Wow.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dominic's gonna do that. He won't pick up shop yet because the group is still with the Sphinx. So I guess he's just going to kind of like observe, somehow plan a bit on how he can sort of like get a hands on Eye Cancer's diary. Oh my god, I think Dominic's quite Dominic is quite fixated on the diary. He wants to destroy it, honestly.
And what about Kano? Do you want to assess all the needed details for the day?
I'm still not moved on from the pregnant part, but okay.
Puntahan mo si
I'll,
Fenrir sa
I'll,
Badlands.
I'll give you all the details that your party knows so far. So one, let's start off from the very beginning. The motion of shutting down northward with a bunch of bandits, monstrosities, and hired help is underway. The hired help failed and died to a dragon descent or a dragonkin. So the assassin's current objective is to observe and follow the party that has killed the Depth Dweller or the hired help and strike when the time is right or given. Time is right or given being said is going to be alongside whenever the in enchantment or charm placed upon Jopay finally fades or finishes its entire duration. The same night Jopay is released will be the same night, probably, that Wallace will be given the go signal to attack. On top of that, additional details would be that the hunter has moved for other purposes. There has now been a lot of gathered materials beforehand, and once the hunter appeared, the new directive is to assign specific, be assigned specifically the case with the armor of a dwarf inside to be fed to a bullet to be captured. That is meant to be captured from the Badlands, which is intended to be in the shore of where the docks would be, or the shore of the docks, for whomever, just to be timed correctly to slay that bullet will get the message. Additional to that would be the investigation of the witch. As reported, the Forsaken One is moving not only on one person, but also another, as the Forsaken has stolen an entire village's soul's worth just because of music. Besides, uh, dwelling in the shadow of one of the current people Dominic is overseeing. And on top of that, obviously the information you already know from spending time in session with the other players. And what you missed last night or last time was mostly them eating. The entire party wasn't there, so you missed the first half. But what you know is this: the Lord of the Hunt has blessed. Yeah, the Lord of the Hunt has blessed one of them the human one that was very, very wary of you and Dominic and the entirety of Chachki. And on top of that, it appeared that the slime, after eating something, has gone through physical changes that has caused it to, on occasion, just puke out or of the same size as them. That's your data so far from the whole reports and experiences from your allies and peers. Meanwhile, from the Watcher himself, would be that the elementals are now set in place. There's now an elemental acting as water in the fountain of the capital of the capital of Northwood. There's also now a water elemental making its way towards the Emerald Fiesta, waiting for waiting to cause a distraction, so that whatever is causing Jopay's charm would be temporarily distracted for the time being and lose that concentration or effect. On top of that, since Jopay is out of commission, the Watcher himself has moved, and he has observed that the city of Damaven has already sent its people, and the bandits have failed. The bandits were dealt with swiftly, one of them captured. Among the group of people that were sent, there was one of them that was really strong compared to the others, and he has gone and decided to threaten one of them using what the hunter gathered as a sign, as a threat. If I recall correctly, that was a small tabaxi. Yeah, it was a small tabaxi, which is what the message in which the dwarven armor was meant for. And the one inside the case to be fed to a bullet to be put in the coast. He has threatened the tabaxi that if the tabaxi were to proceed on trying to find or pursue the Lost Lord or himself, he would see they would see, or she would see, her family in pieces. Starting off with a ring and leaving the tabaxi with what the hunter gathered, uh, which was meant to be parts for his stuff. So far, that's what's happened.
I would go to the Badlands to check on the Gulay. Gulay?
Bullet,
Gulay.
Bulay.
you're gonna go to the Badlands. Okay. So you're gonna follow Fenrir. So I take it as soon as Wallace leaves, this is what you do. So this is right now. It's morning. You arrive at the Badlands area in the afternoon, and you enter the tavern. Fen- Fenrin here is still talking with Terry Bones as you walk in. People give you a look, but seeing that you are a Dragonborn, just of a different variety, you are immediately taken as, oh, just one of the local folks. Seeing that there are some dragonkin in this place. So what do you plan to do here?
I would ask the tavern owner if there's any progress on the Gulay. Bullet.
You're gonna ask if there's a what?
If there's a progress on it already.
You would ask on behalf of Fenrin, and the tavern would just check on his papers, look at the board, and so far, no one has picked up the quest. No one yet.
Tumatanggap ba si Terry Bones ng ng priority fee?
Priority fee? Pwede nyo itanong. You guys can ask priority fee if you want. Priority fee basically means you're gonna increase the reward
Yeah,
to increase the chances of people taking it. How much was the reward for this again?
1,000.
10,000. No, yeah, 1,000 based on
1,000
priority.
gold.
Uh-uh.
So you can raise it higher.
I-raise mo higher, Kano. Ayan, Kano asked, may I know if I can hire someone to do it? So instead of Kano just leaving the poster up on the boards, he wanted to hire someone else directly. Is that possible? Can Kano hire Terry Bones? Oh my god.
Magkano ba nung una?
1,000 gold.
1K ba?
1K.
Sige. Pwede naman priority, no? Pag
Pwede.
priority ba, may kukuha agad?
Pwede. Itanong mo daw kay Terry Bones. Sabi niya. Sabi ni Mo.
Ray, can I do the priority task for
You asked to increase the priority of your quest, and Terry goes, uh, "Your initial quest prize is already 1,000 gold." He slips the papers over to Kano, and he adds the. He also puts in an ink bottle and quill. The higher you can go, the more people would probably take the chance to take up your quest. But are you sure you want to do that?
Kano adds 0 at the end to make it 10k. Yeah, that's what Kano did. Made it 10k.
Okay, 10k?
Yes.
Okay. As you add add a 0 to the paper, immediately turning the value up by an additional 9,000, turning it into 10,000 gold. He just if he had facial features like skin and all that, he would be grinning. But he just casually takes the paper back and places it up on the board again. Soon enough, the people would take notice of the paper as it has gone up in price, and it's just for a single bullet, which is a commodity here. Even though it is hard to take in alive and wrangle, it is not rare. So to see the price, it's very easy pickings, and yet not a lot of people are banding in together to take the request of an odd group of people. Specifically talking about how people in the likes of the likes of Fenrir will people the likes of Fenrir never or rarely step foot in this place. So hesitant to what the job offer is for, although eager because the payment is high, people are still kind of considering it, though hesitant.
Tagal naman nila kunin. Ano ba yan?
Just give them special equipment to help them.
Oo. Sabihin mo ano? Cash. Cold hard cash.
You will get a magical choker.
Cold hard
Magical
cash. Hindi siya
choker.
installment payment. Can we get Terry Bones to personally advertise the thing instead of just posting?
If you're gonna ask Terry Bones to personally advertise your stuff, it's gonna appear not only in his establishment but everywhere.
Oh my god, Kano, you should
Yeah,
do that.
because Terry, because Terry is part of the Adventurers Guild. Even though he's the one running this entire turf, he is part of a much bigger group. Adventurers Guild is an interconnected guild from different places, so that adventurers could freely do their stuff for proper payment and all that.
Ayan, sabi ni Small, dadagdagan daw niya ng isang zero. Tapos, sige daw, ipapa-advertise niya kay Terry.
Why?
100, 100,000 gold and advertisement. Okay,
Yes!
so
Pero three
they're
bullet,
not
three bullet daw.
three. Yeah, sure. Okay, where are you going to put the extra two? But sure, fine. That's up to you guys now.
We're gonna put the extra two. Implant it inside the bunny.
No. Okay. If that's gonna okay, okay. If that's gonna be your plan, then Terry will write a letter to the other guilds to advertise the exact same thing. Now with the new price, by the way, and it will take a while for the messengers to send it over. So as soon as the guilds have accepted this advertisement request and have posted it, Terry would personally advertise it himself in this local area as well.
Yay!
For now, Fenren and Kano can freely go back to Dominic's place or stay here. You will be this time around, since you paid so much, you will be notified when someone has
OMG.
gotten your posted request.
Free notification. I'll stay there. Kano will stay with Fenren.
You're gonna stay, okay. A personal pet, Small says. Not a bad idea. So you're gonna stay. So that means you get to stay in the second floor living quarters. So I'm just gonna put the two of you share the same room.
Do they get free lodging?
Yes, because they paid.
They paid so much.
Is that gonna be all for Small?
Yes, they said yes.
Okay.
I'll go to the main floor of the shop. And then sort of like because of the new directives from the Watcher, and he has to like oversee what's happening with the other group. He kind of like acts as a spy, sort of, as well. So while the other group was having their time at the Sphinx Tavern, Dominic will just sort of like sneakily look at them through the windows of Chachi, kind of like watch them there intently, but still not trying to be obvious about it. And
Okay.
Dominic, seeing all the higher beings getting summoned by this group, he's like, he's quite curious as well as to why they can just summon them like that with just only eating stuff. And Dominic still has this sort of like not grudge, annoyance rather. Annoyance to the hag because he wasn't able to give his trinket to eye cancer. And yeah. And then there's this small, not, yeah, kind of like, he has this small plan to low key low key torment. He wants to torment the hag because he's kind of irritated about it. But it's not his
Okay.
priority right now. It's just that when the opportunity arises, he will definitely do it. But right now, not yet. Still waiting. Checking out his plans and all. And yeah, that's I think that's it. Unless I missed anything. Did I miss something?
No, no, you didn't miss anything. So far, since it is a very tame and uneventful uh, day, or at least this is an uneventful part of the day. The only events happening is mostly the fact that the Death Dweller failed. The the bandits also failed. There's no direct contact for you guys are not allowed any much direct contact with the others yet, except for Jopay, who has been unknowingly placed into a direct contact. But other than that, Jopay is just there because nothing interesting so far is going to happen
Mhm.
or happening.
Oh, we have. You told us like from session zero that we have like two servants each, right?
Yeah, you do. You
What
guys
can
haven't called on them yet.
what can we do with those servants?
You could literally let the servants do your own bidding. Like if you have your own,
Are they like
uh,
invisible servant?
no, like as for example, you have your own tasks to do for the watcher. If you want to do something that isn't part of the watcher's mission, you could, and it's not really that big of a deal that requires your presence. You could send the servants to do them for you, gathering stuff for you, buying stuff for you, so you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to grab materials or do stuff that would be normally boring in a campaign. Like
Oh,
get
okay.
money, get gold, get food, get materials.
Oh, I want to do something with my servants. I have two, right?
Yes, you have.
I want to send one servant. Wala naman silang parang distance limitations.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so I want to send one servant to the Badlands, where Khano and Fenrir are, and then I don't I just wanted to I want that servant to check out the place and possibly uh check out what's the need, what are the needs or the wants of that area. So when I set up my shop there, if there's a time for me to set up my shop there, I can like sell them whatever it is that they want. Also, I wanted to like low key stock on not stock. I wanted to like gather information on what's happening there, and then I wanted to send the other servant towards the area with the dragon slayers doing the same thing. I wanted to know what the people there wants, what the people there needs. Um yeah. And also I want them to bring me any other like unique materials from that area. Yeah.
Okay, you're sending one to the Badlands to observe, and you're sending one uh, to the Dragon Slayer area.
To that
To
village. That is
to
it's a village, diba?
it's a guild
It's a guild. Yeah.
to steal. Is that correct?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. For the time being, your current servants have taken on the
Let me take
have
a look.
taken on
Oh my god, are these my servants? Cutie.
yeah. These are temporary pictures, but uh, given the assignments to them, they have taken on a specific job and class role to fill in the role's request. So the other one will leave for Badlands, only there to observe, and the other one will leave for the uh, Dragon Slayer Guild, there to somewhat infiltrate and steal from them.
Yay! Because I was always wondering, like, what can I do with those servants? Bunny, you have servants too.
You all have two servants each.
Yeah.
Oh my
I am
god.
planning to have them like my identical clones.
You want them to make you clones.
Yeah. I want two more me's.
Two more yous.
In Bunny style or in like Wallace version?
Wallace.
Oh.
Okay, okay. We'll get to that some other time. Seeing
I'll send it in the Discord, the
eh,
full detail.
the full details, you'll send it to me later. Seeing that if there is nothing else that you guys want to do, I'll end our session here because this is this is a good downtime for you guys. Somehow the villains get a downtime while the heroes are being traumatized on the other side of the world or on the other side of the shop because literally it's just across Chachki.
Yay. So, wait, should I stop recording now?
Is there anything else you guys want to do? Because other than that, the session ends here.
I'm good now. How about you guys? You three.
I'm good.
Okay, Bunny's good.
Very good as well.
Okay.
Okay. Osaro, you're good.
Sarah's been deafened this whole time.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what Sarah is doing.
I'll just assume you're good. So, wait, I'll click stop recording now.
No, no. Ask Asaro. What
Osaro.
is he there? Like, can
Osaro.
someone mention Asaro? Ask him if he plans to do anything.
Wait, let me type. You wanna do something? Something.
Jopay is just enjoying the
Yeah, the
marriage.
married life. Jopay enjoying the married life.
He's on vacation. Do not disturb him.
Honeymoon.
Well, I'm not surprised if they had kids. If it's possible.
Ano nga bang ending nun? Kasi 'di ba may inatake sila nung naka-mask. Basically, I think si Watcher yon. Tapos umalis na siya. And then si Anthrax got affiliated with the Watcher. And then everything was back to normal. And yeah, I think that's the ending. It doesn't Nothing really says about them settling in together. Dead. Bilis mag-move on ni Anthrax na. Nakakaloka. Was he dead? Was Leviathan dead?
Yeah, Leviathan didn't die.
He didn't die,
Leviathan
right?
was an illusion.
Yeah, it was an illusion. Okay, yeah, got it. Leviathan. So after everyone realized that it's an illusion.
They live happily ever after.
Yeah, they live happily ever after, and Anthrax got affiliated with the Watcher. And I think Inidorus tried to high five Try to high five the
Hey, hey,
wall.
high five, yes, high five, yes.
And then, sino
I,
bang
I s-
umalis nun? Si ano lang, si Panto.
yeah. So nothing else?
He's not responding.
Okay, if that's the case, okay. Well, if that is the case, our session is over.